Hello everybody and welcome to Clydebridge Station, and this is video 49. One of the main problems I've had on the layout over the past year is actually to concern with this shunter here. It's a Bachmann shunter and it was bought from a model shop, but unfortunately for me that said model shop no longer exists. Hey ho. The problem that the shunter has had is that it is basically it's not been responding very well, or not at all, when power is applied, and it's on its second decoder and I've still got the same trouble with it. I was thinking about, after lockdown, possibly 2021 even, of sending this loco away for a repair, but it means that for the past year I've had a shunter but not been able to do any shunting with it. However, just recently, last week, at the time of filming, there was a piece of good luck came. I'll just put that shunter down there. Mike Wellsby, who posts on the Dean Park Station Facebook page, had this shunter for sale, and I have bought it. I asked first of all to make sure that it was actually running, wanted some videos to show it operating, and Mike gladly provided me the said videos on Facebook. So the locomotive has been delivered and it works brilliantly. I'll give you a little bit of history about this machine in particular in a couple of minutes, but I'll just let you see it running for a set off. Unlike all the other Class 47s I have on the layout, and unlike the faulty BR Blue shunter that I have, this shunter is the only locomotive on the layout that's actually a Hornby product. The product itself usually comes DCC ready, but Mike had actually fitted a decoder to it, which I've programmed to position number 8 on the controller. It's only Class 08 that's going to be on the layout, so it makes sense to do that. The locomotive is actually painted in a livery and number that Hornby has persisted with for 32 years. Indeed, I remember having a catalogue for Hornby products back in 1988, when I was just starting to get into model railways, and at the time Hornby offered 2 shunters. This one, in this particular livery here, and another shunter that I've got, 08938, which is no longer operable because this layout is DCC and 08938 is analogue. It was painted in a rail freight style livery with the Eastfield Scotty dog on it. I'll try and have a look for it so you can actually see the contrast in designs over 32 years of production. The livery it carries is the Intercity Executive livery, and it has the name Piccadilly, and the emblem that's below the number is that of the Longsight Depot in Manchester. This shunter was used as a depot pilot at Longsight Depot, and the name on it, Piccadilly, also informs us that it was actually also occasionally used as the station pilot at Manchester Piccadilly Station. By the time that this layout is set in 1990, Intercity were using in the main push-pull formations on West Coast mainline trains out of London Euston, and 8 or 9 HST sets had been made surplus on the East Coast mainline with the arrival of Mark IV stock for the branch to Leeds. So some HSTs were transferred over to do other work. So there'd been a reduction in the amount of use for a depot pilot, although and according to Locomotives and Coaching Stock 1990, this was actually a rather just doing shunting at Longsight Depot as opposed to a station pilot. The locomotive is in absolutely mint condition, and I can actually put the Bachmann one up now to let you see a contrast in the two designs. So I'll just zoom that back out a minute. Oops, there we go, and you can see the contrast in the two designs. The one notable aspect you'll actually see straight away is that on the Hornby one, some of the air valves are picked out which they aren't on the Bachmann one. Also very, very careful to note that on the Hornby one there's an extra handle here which isn't present here. But there's also the handle down there. Whether that was just modifications made at the depot, I'm not sure, because obviously Hornby and Bachmann was to make different shunters to a similar design. Because shunters were very rarely seen on the main line, depots could have made their own little modifications. Also notice on the Hornby one we've got a window here that's open a little bit. They're all closed up on the Bachmann one. If I actually just pick up the camera and zoom it around to here now, and what I'll do is I'll put the other shunter on there, and you can actually see the contrast between the back ends of them. The windows on the both types are absolutely correct, although one little criticism that I would make is that on the Bachmann one, the wiper blade hinges seem to be just a little bit higher up than what they are on the Hornby one. Also the air intake, the roof, you'll see the exhaust ports are a slightly different size on the two machines. Coming round to the front, and we can see all the stuff on here is absolutely correct. One thing I've noticed, the Bachmann one has these little air cylinders here, which you don't have on the Hornby one. That may actually be correct for the particular numbers, because some shunters did actually have those big air cylinders, whereas some shunters didn't. Haven't had a look at a couple of books with them, so that may actually be correct. I should actually point out, for those who want to model shunters, by the way, if you fancy modelling shunters, be especially careful that some class 08 shunters had high level air pipes as well. They were mainly confined to the southern region as a rule, for use with 1957 EMU stock, such as the 4 reps, 4 TCs. So do be especially careful if you are modelling that. I say as a rule. I know that 08833 Liverpool Street Pilot actually had these, even though it was based at Stratford. You may have just seen on that little bit of footage that I've done there, that it was a little bit stop-starty, the new shunter, but that's very simply the tracks needing clean, so I'll be getting that done. Now this next piece shows you the complete contrast in 32 years of design. This was the first diesel shunter I ever built when I had a wee analogue layout in my bedroom. A Hornby product, just the same as this one, but what a contrast in 32 years of design. What I'll do is I'm just going to come around here and show you. I've got the power off now at the layout, but you can see here, for instance, the actual wheels are a lot further apart on this shunter. There you go. Than what they are on the Bachmann shunter, the Hornby shunter, and in fact on the Bachmann shunter as well. They've got a little ladder here on this one picked out in white, which is correct, and the roof detail isn't too bad actually on 08938, but the most notable bit that you'll actually see on this is that the window spaces don't have any glass in them or at all. See it? And you've obviously seen that by contrast with this one, which does have glass throughout. Also notice too that on this shunter, this bit here is actually a lot further out than what it is on this shunter, and this is actually the correct bit here. There's a lot more detailing on this Hornby shunter than what there is in this Hornby shunter, but as I've already said, there's a 30 there's at least 30 years difference between the two designs. There's all sorts of other little things that I can show you that are in contrast. For instance, we've got this little plate here and there, but on this one there's only one there. Yes, this is a good enough shunter for its day, but in 30 odd years, 32 years of design and upgrading of technology, this is now much superior. That was superb at its time. This is superb as it is now. No shame on this one, but as I just say, it's just the time it's taken over the years. Designs have been improved completely. So just to sum up, I'm extremely happy with this shunter because it's allowed me to get this layout back on track, as it were, and it's a very useful addition to the layout. Its main work on this layout will of course be in the depot, but it'll do some shunting work in the station with the sleeper train and the parcels train. For terminal layouts and for layouts with depots, a shunter is always a must. And although this one carries an English name on it, it could have been transferred up by Intercity to Motherwell Depot for use at Clydebridge. So these things did happen in 1990. I'm very satisfied with it, and I'm very glad that I bought it. And I have to say to Mike Wellsby once again, thank you very much indeed. I must just also explain how Mike sold this to me and what he'd done, because it's always handy for people who are selling things in these buy and sell groups on Facebook, or if you're actually buying one thing on it. Mike, on the night before he posted it, sent me a message on Facebook with a photo of the package. The next day he sent it by recorded delivery to be signed for, and he sent me a photo of the copy of the receipt with my house number and postcode proving that he'd sent it. If you're selling something on a Facebook buy and sell group, please always do that. And if you're buying something, don't be frightened to ask them if they could send you these things on Facebook Messenger. So that's that. I hope you enjoyed that little bit with the shunter. The video 50 will be the July 2020 update, and I think you'll have seen there's been a couple of little things done, so I'll go through with you in more detail with them back then. But in the meantime, please enjoy your layouts and stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Thank you very much for watching, and bye bye for now.